Well, welcome back to the TBS Discovery build. At this episode we will be preparing the quad boards with the S controllers. We will be soldering them to the proper locations, like this, and we will be mounting the red distances, and on the top board we will be mounting the pins for the receiver. So for this step we need the pins from small parts bag. They will be attached to the board. Oh, that one will be on the bottom side. So let's warm up the solder iron and solder these parts. So welcome. Alright, we are ready for soldering the 30 amp copter ESCs to the Discovery board. I'm gonna solder them like this. So what I do is pre-solder the pads. Just to make it easier to solder the controllers. Last one. Alright, and we're ready for the controllers. Make sure that the red goes to the plus sign, and you're heating up the pad. That was a tricky one. Black cable. Make sure you did a good soldering job. And another one. Was not a good solder. This can be quite tricky sometimes. some more solder on my iron. I'll pre-solder this little bastard some extra to make it easier. That's better. And the last copter ESC with output, back output. I have chosen to mount this one at this place because on the upper plate, that's where our interconnection to the rear for the receiver is. So I want the shortest possible way for not, if I did mount it here and then need to put it that way, could perhaps make some disturbance or something. Pre-solder this once also, make it a little easier to solder it. More solder. Then make sure that they are good soldered. So our 4 ESCs are soldered to the lower board. Let's put that aside and bring the second board, top board. I'm gonna mount my receiver upwards, so we're gonna solder pins on the top. Just make sure that this little will not fall out when flipping the board for soldering. Flip the board and prepare your solder iron. And then solder each pin. I'm soldering side first. Just to make sure that it's correctly attached. It's completely flush with the boards. Looks good. And we flip it and solder the rest. Two more to go. Okay. The rear receiver pins mounted. And we have the front, which I'm gonna mount on the bottom side to make it easier to interconnect with the Naza controller. We'll attach the pins to the board just to make sure that it stays at that point when soldering. Solder the out parts first. Once again, remove the holder, make sure the pins are flush with the board. Flip it. And just solder the rest of the pins. So right then, check the solder that you don't have any type of shortage in both your solders. So this is how it looks when it's soldered. I will mount it like that. So when we have soldered the pins, one important thing I always do is double check my solderings and make sure that we have no shortage at all. I'll just start with minus to make sure there are no shortage whatever, and check that we have connection. That's our pin. It says number 1, number 2, no shortage, number 3, no shortage. Make sure pin 3 has contact. Number 4. Okay. No shortage. No shortage. Pin 5. Pin 6. Looks good. 7. Number 8. Okay, no shortage whatsoever. I'm just double checking the signal wire, the shortage. Number 2, that's okay. No shortage. Number 3, okay. 4, no shortage. 5, it's okay. Number 6, okay. Number 7. And finally, pin 8. Okay, perfect. No shortage. Then we know that the receiver and interconnections for the Naza is 100% okay.